whatever in his face, but in my mind, like, okay, fine, whatever, you know. But, you know, she was, oh my God, he had a fine sister, my God, she was fine. You know, and, you know, I called and we talking and stuff. We was always trying to meet up, but she was, like, managed at this restaurant and stuff. So we really never had any time to really hook up or anything, you know, but we talked and stuff for a long time, but we never met. And plus, you know, she was like, I'm sorry I can't meet you tonight, I'm busy. I'm like, it's all cool, you know, we just be friends or talk. I enjoy the conversation. And she'd be at work, and she would always call me from work and stuff, you know. We never met, you know, and didn't even really care, you know, because because I wasn't even trying to have sex, you know, starting a relationship. I wasn't trying to do nothing that would have been no commitments that would have made me stay in Hawaii. I was trying to get the fuck out of there and stuff. So, you know, eventually time passed on, and, you know, we stopped talking and stuff, you know, because I call her sometimes. She called me, but she would call me more than I would call her and stuff. And so that was cool, you know. And I think maybe I met her brother a couple other times, you know. He's like, what happened, my sister? Your sister really didn't work out? I was like, no, she's just busy, you know. She cool, you know. But, you know, I ain't trying to, you know, do anything, you know. We just friends, good friends, you know. And it's better, it works out that way. He said, yeah, that's true. You know, I don't know what I was thinking about. I said, oh, man, you just probably drunk and everything. He started laughing and stuff, you know. And it was real cool because I'm going to tell you, I went to Hawaii, and I hear a lot of brothers saying they have problems with people, but, you know, I just didn't have any problems with nobody, you know. Maybe it was because of growing up with all these different types of people in L.A. and living in Westwood, going to Bel Air, going to school up in Bel Air, you know, hanging out at the Jewish people's houses and the rich people's houses, and the rich white people's houses, the rich Jewish people's houses, and, you know, there was this Jewish school near us, and they used to always go over there and telling my friends I want to speak Hebrew, and, oh, you can't because you're not Jewish or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't have to be Jewish to speak a language, you know. And they rabbi fathers and all this stuff, and then you got the rich white kids, and then the only rich black kid I knew was Barry Gordy's son Kennedy. He used to going over there every weekend and stuff, and it was just a straight trip, you know. Just had a good time and stuff, and what happened? And so when I went to Hawaii, I didn't have any problems and stuff. And so anyway, one day I was standing at the, so I'm going to tell you about the restaurant story. So it was this one Filipino lady working there, and she was nice looking. I think she was like 32. And most of the Asian women out there, they dated white guys and stuff. And me and her really didn't talk that much, you know, because she was older than me, but not that much older than me. But she was much more mature than I was, you know, or so I guess she thought she was anyway. And so one day I had this conversation with this one guy who came and watched this too, but he was like, had a degree in engineering, and but he was still young, I guess he couldn't get a job or whatever. And he was just there, and me and him just got into this really deep intellectual conversation about all kinds of topics and stuff, and the dude was tripping because I was hanging with him and stuff. He was like, well, how do you know? And I'm like, well, you know, I do a lot of reading. I mean, I went to college. I'm not stupid. I went to college. I got all my friends are fucking rich. Persians, fucking African, white, and these two fine-ass Australian girls would come to my job at Burger King on Lincoln and 7th Street, and probably it'd be always at night, you know, and after this club, and they come rolling through in their RX-7, and the first time they would always come in and stuff and order and give me tips, you know. I was getting like $5 tips, you know. I was cool. I put that in my pocket, whatever, you know. I didn't care, you know. And a lot of the white guys come in there, you know, and the other guys, and then they be all jealous and stuff, you know, because the girls be just talking to me and stuff. And I had these two Mexican guys working with me. This one, he was cool. The other one, he was kind of real jealous and stuff because the girls weren't giving him any attention, you know. But still, at that time, I was still a virgin. So, you know, I wasn't even thinking about them girls, you know. And so one day, they pulled into the driveway, and the girl was like, come here, stick your head out the window. I'm like, huh? And I kind of went out, and she just grabbed my shoulders, pulled me out of the window, you know, up to my waist, out the window, just gave me a big old kiss on the lips and stuff. And then she gave me her number and told me to call her. And I'm like, and it was a different area code, not 213 in the house, you know what I'm saying? And she told me to call, like, damn, what the fuck is this number at? She's like, oh, it's on Pomona. I'm like, oh, Pomona, what are you doing over there? And she's like, oh, I'm gonna, I think she's gonna, Pomona, what was that? Pomona, Cal Polytech Pomona or something like that. And she's like, call me, you know, I'll come pick you up. You come stay at my house for the weekend, you know. And she was like maybe 19 years old, I guess, and I was, must have been 19 too. I don't know what I was thinking about, but she was fine. Her and her friend, boy, oh my God, they were fine. I ain't lying. And I would never call them. I didn't even have a telephone, so they could never get in touch with me, but I never called them. And every weekend she come, why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? Next weekend, call me. This is going on for like 6 months. I just never called them. And eventually they just stopped coming, you know. But, you know, I didn't care because, you know, like this one old white man showed me. He said, listen, he said, it's one thing in your life. And the one thing he said is, it's okay to regret things that you didn't do. No, you did do. But he said, but don't ever regret that you didn't do something, you know, or something like that. And then one of my other friends was one brother, he was older than me, and they were always, you know, in Venice, you know, they always doing their thing, talking about these girls, who they doing, and this and that, and all that stuff, you know. And I was just like, listen, I was like, dang, man, that must be fun having sex. And dude was like, like all the music started. He said, whoa. Well, are you having sex? I said, no. He said, man, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't doing it, you ain't missing it. He said, don't rush. My brother told me, don't rush. He said, because you ain't missing nothing. Once you start doing it, then you're going to miss it. But if you ain't doing it, just take your time, do what you're doing, Ralph. Because in the neighborhood I wasn't really popular or nothing, but I still had respect for the older people, you know. My friends' parents and the older OGs and stuff in this, in Venice and stuff. And so I was just listening to what they both saying, you know. I wasn't trying to have sex and stuff, you know. But it was just a trip. And anyway, get back to Hawaii and stuff. You know, I was saying, it was like maybe 10:30 at night or 11. The last bus was coming. I was at this bus stop. And this one Asian girl came over. And I was sitting at the bus stop. And she was kind of standing kind of far, you know. And I was like, damn, man, I don't feel like being no gentleman and stuff. I was like, fine. I said, listen, here, you can come stand over. You can come sit at the bus stop. And I'll go stand 20 feet away from you, you know, so you can feel secure and stuff. You know, and it was funny because right before that, a cop head came right over to me, and somebody was in the back of their car talking about some black guy stole their wallet, and they all pointing like in my face, you know, look at us, and is this the guy? And I'm like, damn, man, I was tired though. I wanted to cuss him out, but I was tired or whatever. And so then, like 5 minutes later, she rolled up and stuff, and I told her, you know, you can sit on the bench. She's like, no, we can sit on the bench together. I said, no, please, have the bench, you know. And we waiting for the bus, and I don't know what the bus driver was doing in Hawaii. They just fucking everything is just slow, man. And I know they probably, and now in Philippines too, man, it was late. We'll meet you at 8:15, man. Man, you come 2 hours later, and they were just walking in and stuff, you know. I'm like, why they so fucking late? And what's going on in Hawaii? And now I know, you know, Japanese went over there and won. And man, all here, man, motherfucker talking about, man, I already told them stories about, you know, girl said, meet me at 3 o'clock, and she show up at 8 o'clock. That shit happened to me the other day. I waited 4 hours for this girl. It's a good thing I was in this one place, and I was just messing with my iPhone and stuff, you know, reading books and stuff at this one bookstore. So I didn't care, but when she finally shut up, I wanted to slap that bitch, man. I was so goddamn angry and stuff, but, you know, it was all cool. And guess what she wanted to talk about? Just get advice about, she wanted me to teach her English and all of this stuff because she wanted to go to Utah and all. I'm like, you could have just told me that on the phone and stuff. I'm like, why do you want to see me and stuff? Ain't no reason. You know, I was like really ticked off and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't even think, she's Korean, you know, but she's still Japanese culture and stuff. You know, I was like, oh my God, man, I was just so pissed and stuff. But anyway, to jump back to Hawaii and stuff, kind of forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, I better think about it because I got to get off this one.